Alright, so um had an idea, watching Smallville lately, and uh they got a character on there named Chloe, if you don't watch the show. A lot of fans don't like Chloe, but I like her as a character. Now, a while back they were talking about putting her in regular continuity, putting her in the comic books. What do you guys think? You think they should do it or not? For me, there's a couple of characters I would like to see that they've shown on Smallville that they could put on, that they can put in regular continuity. Now, some of these you might remember if you watch Smallville. Some of them you might not remember. Of course, Chloe and um and some of the Luthors. Like in this show, they introduced the idea that um Lex had other brothers. Like he had a younger brother named Julian, and he had a half brother named Lucas. Um, and I was thinking about what if they put and Lois Lane had a little sister named, I think her name Lucy. Um, and I was thinking about would it be interesting if they put these characters in the comics, because um I'm guess I'm the only white guy who sees this, but I see great potential for these characters, especially Chloe and the Luthors. Um, I'm gonna do a separate video from this one explaining what I would do with those characters, but particularly Chloe right now. Um, I would really like to see her in the comic books. I think Jeff Johns introduced her in Superman Origins, Secret Origins, what he's doing right now with Superman. Um, I just think she's an interesting character. She's she makes as a great counter for Superman. She's always uh kind of questioning Clark's ways, that he's too loyal to his kind of code he has, and she makes for an interesting character. I really do like her. She's lasted this long. I in the show, I figure why not put her in the regular continuity, even though Smallville is not regular Superman continuity. I would like to see her in the comic books explored more. I think they could do some very interesting things with Chloe. She's a very interesting character. Um, like I said, she has great counters for Clark Kent slash Superman's um, kind of code of honor and thing that the thing he follows, his viewpoints on life, his viewpoints on certain situations. And if they put her in the comics, I think it would really, if you get a writer under her, a good writer, they could really introduce her into the comics good. But I think Jeff Johns have at least mentioned her in the comics in Superman Secret Origins. I have to go back and read them. But I really would like to see her introduced into the comics. I think she's proven that she's a character that can be stable and that can stay in the series, in the Superman universe, or in the DC universe in general. But she's like I said, she's been on the show pretty much since it started, and she's lasted this long, and I'm hoping that the writers don't kill her off. That would be very bad. I wouldn't like that. But I really hope that they consider putting her in the comics, because I do like the character. I know among other fans they talked about that they don't like the idea of Chloe. They think she's a wasted character, but she's not. She's an excellent character. She's well written. She's her own person too. She's not just blindly following in Lois Lane's footsteps or in Clark Kent's footsteps. She does her own thing. I also like that they refer to her as like the Watchtower, because she's kind of the brains. She's kind of like the lookout, and I think that'd be very interesting to have her as, they could call her that in the comics too, the Watchtower. She can be like pretty much the person who came up with the idea of the Watchtower, and then they can kind of include that in the comics. They can kind of rewrite the story where she was always there, and she's not just that character on Smallville. Kind of like what writers have done with the character from Batman, Hush. Like, Jeff Loeb made the character Hush up. Now he's pretty much a central part of the Batman villain list. And I think they could do the same thing with Superman. With Smallville, I think that a lot of characters they kind of introduced in the show have potential to be regular comic book continuity characters. But I'm gonna make a separate video talking about the other characters I would like to do with them, as far as bringing them into the actual DC universe. I just hope, just have an open mind what I'm gonna say, and just listen. And you guys might like my idea. I'm gonna have it up. I'm gonna put it up after I'm done with this video. So you guys take it easy. Tell me your thoughts on putting Chloe in the comics, and that's all I really have to say on the subject. I don't want to I don't want to say too much, because the writers might kill her off in this season or next season, which I hope they don't, because she's a very well written character, and she's become a central part of not only the show, but she can work with the regular continuity. I really think she can. And that's all I'm gonna say. I am out.